Well, here I am again on January 10th, 2010. This is my sort of a second part of my video of my update. And I'm going to give you an idea of what's the next step is for me. As I explained in the other video, my health is excellent. I have even the Benz Jones, which is to determine the amount of protein going to my kidneys. Excellent. There's no trace of it. So when there's no trace of this protein in your urine, that's because your kidneys are able to work. And so I'm not going towards a kidney failure, because myeloma is a tough disease on bones and the kidneys. I had X-rays back in August, and there was no further damage. And I had which a level of 35% when I was diagnosed in December, which is very good. That means the medication has controlled and actually improved my health, and even brought it down. I'm not into remission yet. I'm at about 11%, and that sort of brings this new treatment here. A lot of people on YouTube and through email have asked me why my doctor has not put me through the transplant. And I will explain to you. The doctor and I have sort of decided way back that we were going to try to control. One way or another, I would have had to take all the medications that I'm taking right now to bring the myeloma level down enough for me to be able to collect the stem cells. Because what's the point of collecting stem cells if I have 25% cancer cells in my body? So one way or another, I was more refractory at the beginning. But now the new treatment are like this. If you look around with especially the Mayo Clinic and what's happening in Europe, and even what's coming out in the new, they have every year there's a meeting of all the hematologists, oncologists in the United States, and this year a lot of the new results have come out from the treatment of the Revlimid and the Velcade and some other medication too. And the consensus seems to be that let's treat, and if we can continue treating as long as we can, let's do that. They're starting to questioning the aggressive going to transplant. When you have medication that you can take and you can tolerate, why not? Because you retain a certain quality of life, and I can tell you, I'm the proof of that for last year, that I can tolerate. Once you have a few reactions, they change the medication a little bit, they readjust, and then you can easily adapt to it. Which brings me to me. What are they doing about me? I was supposed to take a biopsy last week, and the doctor chose not to. He says, what's the point? You're still at about 12% plasma cells with myeloma in it. We're going to wait to bring it down even more. I have a pretty good response from 35 to 12%. Now we want to get it down more. And the consensus with the clinics and so on, the medication, are that as long as the patient can tolerate the toxicity of the medication, you increase it or you bring it to the level where you actually have a good effect on the myeloma. And in my case, obviously, my cancer is probably a little bit more resistant, so more toxicity will probably be necessary to bring it down. Because at 12%, what's the point of collecting a stem cell and then destroying my stem cells with the auto transplant and then giving back to me my stem cells with 12%. So to me, it makes no sense. But now what we're trying to do is, I've been taking Revlimid with dexamethasone, which is the Dexa is the standard first line medicine that they give you, and mixed with the thalidomide or the Velcade or the Revlimid, like I'm on. And I'm still on Revlimid. I have been for now 7 treatments of Revlimid. And Revlimid is the only medication that has actually brought my cancer down by almost 40, or I would say even more than 50%. All the others have only brought it down 5 and 10%. So now what we're doing is we're continuing Revlimid. We're adding back Velcade, which I had last spring, which gave me a lot of neuropathy, but he adjusted the dosage to bring it down a little bit so I get less. But it's combination treatment with the Revlimid I'm taking 21 days out of 28. And then I'm taking Velcade at the hospital, which is an injection. It's a 1 cc injection twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. And that's a 15-20 minute treatment. I'm in and out of there. And then after that, he changed my dosage, which is the part that I don't like, is he changed my dosage of dexamethasone, the steroid. Before today, I was taking the Dexa only once a week on Wednesday, 40 milligram, 10 little 4 milligram pills, once a week. Tough to sleep on the Wednesday night, but on Thursday night things came back to normal. But now he changed that to 4 times a week. That started this morning. That will go on tomorrow. That will go on Tuesday, and that will go on Wednesday. So we're talking about 4 times more Dexa than what I've been taking. I have no idea how I'm going to react to that, but I can tell you, if I can't sleep with just 1 dose every Wednesday, there's chances are that I may be getting a little edgy and nervous and sleepy on Thursday and Friday and the weekend before I start again on the Sunday. But he says that's necessary to try to get a jump start or an aggressive reaction right now. So this is where I'm at right now. But I can tell you, I thank my doctor because the fact that he is able to talk to me and answer all my questions. Sometimes he probably thinks he probably won't tell me, but I have faith in my doctor. And if you are treated by any doctor whatsoever, the main thing is to have trust in that doctor. And I do have a lot of trust in that doctor. Sometimes he's not the most smiley guy, but I think he's the most competent doctor that I can have there. I am very well treated there at the hospital, let's put it that way. And again, here with the situation of insurance, it's costing me nothing. I'm taking right now about $14,000 of medicine every month, which is, you add it up, that's about $150,000 a year of medication. I just don't know if I could do it without, insurance. I have private insurance which covers everything, and if I didn't, I would have the government insurance, which also would cover everything. And then I'm glad for that. And I would like to take the opportunity also to explain to some, because I know a lot of you have asked me why I'm not going through transplant, and because of the way this is, it's difficult for me to say to anyone, your treatment is better than mine, my treatment is better than yours. Once you've probably gone through those treatments, you have to understand, I'm probably very lonely in those kind of treatments or this kind of thinking. But research, go around and you'll see around, just type my multiple myeloma on YouTube and look at doctors from the Mayo Clinic and look at what they're saying. And that's what I have been doing. And I'm comfortable with the treatment that he's doing. Right now, we're bringing it down as low as possible to be able to take a transplant, to take a collect, freeze it after that, and then wait till we lose control of the myeloma before I go into transplant. And if I go with the auto cell transplant, hopefully we have collected enough to maybe give it a second round before I go into allo transplant, which is a donor from the outside. So this is the thinking of my doctor, and I'm very happy with that reasoning. So if you're asking me about that, I will tell you that I feel more comfortable with this than spending a year and a half having to go through all of the side effects and everything of the transplant. So I trust him on that, and hopefully that this will be something new that others can benefit, down the road. I take the opportunity also to thank a lot of you for having written to me in the last year. Encouragement, a lot of encouragement. Thank you. And no, I don't have the answer for everything. I think I do, but I don't. If my videos help someone, I'm glad, because I can tell you, like still I told you, this is some form of therapy. I take opportunity at the same time to wish you all a good year. 2010 is going to be a better year for everybody, on every aspect, for my health and everything. So thank you for everything, for you listening, and we'll see you soon.